Welcome to Derry episode 4. Let's talk about what exactly could we be seeing going on in this coming episode. So I was a pretty big fan of episode 3. I've been seeing a lot of people not really vibing with the show like that. And I'm not saying it's a perfect sort of show. I think it does have its flaws, mainly with the CGI for me. But I really love the lightheartedness tone it has, almost like a Saturday morning cartoon vibe to it. And that graveyard scene was definitely one of those instances where I thought it was a fun time. I think that the series in itself is exactly how I expected it to be. I know some people are kind of mad and saying that it should have been darker and all that, but I didn't even get that from Muschietti's like It movies back in the day. I don't think those went that crazy dark if you rewatch them as well. So I think the vibes are okay here. So anyways, all of that to say that I'm excited to see what episode 4 is going to be. So hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Let's get into some theories about what we could be seeing in this next episode based on the trailer and what just recently happened. So let's start off with the military subplot that's happening here, because I think it's getting to an interesting level, because we do know that Major Hanlon as well as Dick Halloran have been put on this assignment to find it. The general here, we learn, actually knows about it because he was young at one point, was in Derry, and came face to face with it. So he wants to find it again. He also has come across the young girl who saved him at one point from it, Rose, who still lives in Derry and is a Native American who is in tune with what's going on here in the land and is trying to warn others about it to stay away, as she told the general when he was a young boy as well. So the general is like pretty much acting dumb in my opinion. He's trying to act like he doesn't remember any of that. I think he does, and he wants to harness that power for his own whatever. I don't know if he's just trying to use it for the military or for himself, but obviously there's something more sinister going on here that we don't know yet. And that's why in the trailer we see that Major Hanlon goes to confront him. He wants to know the truth. What is it exactly we're after here? I think Major is going to get spooked. I think he has already seen what happened to Dick Halloran in the previous episode when they were flying the plane and Dick almost jumped out of the plane. I think that Dick is going to explain more to it, and that's definitely going to leave him a bit rattled about what's going on, because of course Major wants to protect his family, and now he's seeing that it's seeping through because Will is actually trying to help Ronnie and Lily to find it and get a picture of it so Ronnie's father can be free. And I think in the next episode they are going to go on their expedition again, Dick and Major, and I think this time Major's going to get impacted by it, and this is where he's definitely going to draw the line and say, I don't want anything to do with this. But too late, Major, because Will is involved now. We also will see that Will's mother is going to try and help Ronnie's father. We did learn in the previous episode that she was sort of somebody who was fighting for equal rights and all of that, and is outspoken, goes to protest. So I think she's going to see the injustice going on for Ronnie's father and will eventually try to help him, which can lead to Derry kind of looking down on it, and the Major might get into a bit of a heated debate with her about this, because he says he wants to keep a low profile, and of course she's not going to sit here and see this man who did nothing be served time for something he didn't do just because people want him to be a villain. So I think that's where we're going to see a lot of problems in Will's whole family life. While all of this is going on, I think this is when Pennywise decides to go after Will, because in this trailer Pennywise likes to look at a situation that has a lot of turmoil and he likes to inject himself into it because that's the perfect time to attack. We always hear it in horror movies and stories that when there is a lot of sort of animosity in a family and all of that, when your spirits are down, that's when demonic entities or evil is able to really grasp you and take you. So Will definitely, I'm scared for him. I'm scared for him right now. So we also do see that Lily and Ronnie are still trying to figure out a way to save Ronnie's father from all of this going on. But I think that Marge is definitely going to come into the team now, into the group, because we see that she is going to start sort of being plagued by it as well. I don't know if she loses an eye or not, as we see in this trailer, but there is the Weeks Ahead trailer where she has it covered up. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on here with Ronnie. Now, the other clip in the trailer I want to talk about really quickly here as well is going to be the one with Dick Halloran in an interrogation room with one of the natives that are trying to put an end to this. And I believe that this is actually Rose's son that we see here with Dick Halloran, who might have a connection to the land and to it. And this is, I think, where they're going to find out the whole truth about Pennywise, because we actually do see Pennywise at the end of this clip. As you can see right here, the clown is coming. probably in the last 3 episodes. I don't think he'll appear just yet, but he has sort of made his presence known already to Dick in the previous episode when he's just like, who the hell are you? So I think that in this next episode, we will see Major finally realize what it is they're after here and might want to put an end to this before his family gets hurt. I think Dick is finally going to make contact with Pennywise, and this is maybe why we see him go away from Derry and to the Overlook Hotel at some point, which we'll talk about Dick in another video. And, you know, I think everything's going to come to light now for everybody that you do not want to mess with Pennywise and whatever it is. There is a lot of duck and cover being said in the trailer, which of course goes back to the turtle. The turtle is very important as the main sort of like person or entity that's blocking it from completely devouring everything. And do they tap into this power at some point in this movie or TV show? I hope so. I think we have been waiting to see this sort of confrontation finally happen, and it was sort of teased throughout the show, so there's no like denying that we definitely are getting a turtle at some point. So very excited to see where we go from here, but I think that the cat's out of the bag in this next episode. Everybody will finally know that it is here, and we definitely will see Pennywise go on the offensive, go as hard as he can before time's up. As we know, it takes 27 years for him to come back, so I think he's going to want to end on a high note, and if he's going to go back into hibernation, he's going to take as many souls and people as he can. So that's why I think in episode probably 5 to 8, which are the last 3, that's where we're going to see him really go at it and really go and do as much damage as he can. So this next episode, I think, is where we see every character finally acknowledge what's going on. We will finally learn what the military is actually looking for, because the general is looking for it, but he doesn't ever say what it is exactly. I think we're going to get some more backstory with him and Rose, where they actually find what it is and how to harness that power, whether it's those shards that we've seen before or maybe another relic of sorts. But I think that in the next episode, that's going to come to light. And I think some people are going to be against it. Some people are going to be for it. And it's going to be the military versus the people at one point. So we'll see what happens. Let me know your thoughts and opinions and your theories on it in the comments below. I think we see Marge finally join the group. And that's when we're going to see the kids venture into the sewers. They're going to find out that that's where you got to go get Pennywise. And I think they want some more solid proof, because I don't think their pictures are going to do much. Many people will probably say it's just fake or a practical joke from the kids, especially now that Lily went to the asylum. They're just going to be like, well, she's not right in the head. We can't trust her. So they're going to need more solid proof. So we'll see what happens. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. Follow for more. 50,000 subscribers. Let's get to it. We just did a video on Toy Story 5. Go check that out, because I'm excited for that movie a lot. And I'll see you all next time. Stay safe. Stay positive.